Hey guys, welcome back to Horde Review for another Steelseries hardware review about their WoW MMO Legendary Gaming Mouse. Steelseries sent us this. We did an unboxing on it, which you can check over on the sidebar. It's probably sitting over there. You can go over to our channel and check out the unboxing if you want to see everything that came with it. But this is going to be the full review, and I've got it plugged in right now so that you can see how it lights up, how it illuminates, everything that goes along with it. Over here on the side, we're going to have more of an up-close display because obviously you can't see it as good in my hand right now. So we'll have it over here on the side so that you can kind of see how it looks up close, and we're also going to do a driver review later on in our review process. That's my dog Lookie back there. Okay, so first thing, let's talk about the visual aspects of the mouse. Okay, it is based completely on World of Warcraft. It was actually co-designed between Steelseries and Blizzard in order to stylize it and give it the most compatibility towards World of Warcraft that it could. The game is designed specifically for World of Warcraft, and the driver is World of Warcraft themed. The mouse is World of Warcraft themed, and it actually is compatible with the inside the game. So you can actually customize some of the features of the mouse while you're actually playing the game and inside the game. And the driver actually will parse the server so that it can get your characters. So whenever you log in from character to character, you can change your profile settings automatically, which is really cool. Okay, so visually, let's stay on track here. It's designed after the legendary sword Thunder Fury, and it has illumination here. It's got a pretty cool futuristic looking design, or I guess World of Warcraft looking design. It illuminates any color that you want here. It has the multi-million color spectrum lighting, and has some, I don't know what you would call them, just cool stylish buttons and whatnot. As far as the feel of the mouse, I love the way the mouse feels. It's got a groove right here where you can just kind of slide your thumb in here, and it gives you easy access to there's 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons on the side. There's also an additional button over here, but your finger, you have one finger that can rest here. I guess some people might put their pinky there, I don't know. But you can rest one finger there and put your thumb in this groove right here. So you get a good grip on the mouse when you're playing the game, and it works really well. I really like the way that this mouse feels. Okay, some of the functionality of the mouse: it has 11 buttons in total, and almost all of the buttons are very, like they say, ergonomically placed. Okay, so you've got obviously your 2-click buttons here, your middle mouse wheel, you have a button up here, you have this little side button right here, and these 4 additional buttons. There's 4 additional buttons on this side. The only one of these buttons that I didn't find very easy to use was this one that goes kind of on this side, right here where this pinky button is. And I got online and I did a little back reading, and I'd seen some reports, like some people were saying they were accidentally hitting it. I didn't have any problem accidentally hitting it. I had a problem hitting it, period. And it might be because I'm a bit bigger. I'm kind of a big guy. I'm 6'2". I've got really big hands, so for me, I had to reach back, and it was very uncomfortable for me to try and get to that button. But other than that, all the other buttons, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extra buttons right there that are very easy for me to get to. And I gotta tell you, man, this mouse is probably one of the most competitive mouses on the market, not just for WoW, but if you want to set it up for any other game, there's a lot of buttons to play with here. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the manufacturing of the mouse. The mouse is pretty solid. If you watch me in my unboxing video, I did drop it on our hard tiled floor, which some people made some comments about that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that and posted it, but I did. It was my first unboxing. I wanted to show you what my reaction to it was in the first few seconds that I actually seen the mouse. The cabling is basic rubber cable or plastic over the cable. There's no nylon or anything like that. The USB cord, which I got it plugged in right now, so you can see it, is just a steel tip or metal plain, I guess what you call silver tip. It's not a gold USB port, but I don't see that. I don't even really understand how that really makes that big of a distance when we're talking about that type of time. I don't see any type of lag or errors in the mouse of any kind at all. Okay, so the last thing we want to talk to you about is the driver. Okay, so here's your box, here's your mouse, and we're going to go right into the driver. I made a little video for you, which I hope kind of fully explains everything about it, and I hope you guys like it a lot. Alright, check it out. Here's the driver video.
So we're going to get right into the driver details here. I've all gone ahead and I've opened up the uh, WoW MMO Legendary Mouse driver, and as you can see, it's got a WoW themed driver that pretty much complements World of Warcraft. On the right and on the left, you've got extension menus that do a couple of different things, and we're just going to go through what some of these actions are and kind of how it looks like and how it plays out. Okay, so when you come into the driver, the first thing you're going to see is you can have up to 10 different profiles to set up individually, however that you like them. Maybe you want to set them to different characters or tunes. And right here, you can actually choose your realm and, you know, uh, whenever you log on to a character or into that character, the mouse will automatically um, find your character and it will load your profile setting automatically. So that's a really cool feature. So it's not like you can set up, 10 profiles and then you have to flip out of the game and switch the profile and flip back into the game. It actually automatically detects it. And you'll see it in the user interface of the game that it can automatically detect the WoW MMO gaming mouse. All right. So when you get down here, you can load your character. I've been having some problems loading the character. I've been trying to load it for a few days now, and I've not been able to get the character to load for some reason. I can't figure out why not. I've probably got a firewall setting or something like that. But Uno did get it to work for herself. I'm not really exactly sure what's going on with mine. But if you look down here, you can see that the numbers are mapped out on the mouse, how it's supposed to look. And up here, one will correspond with one, two with two. So you can go in and click on one of them. Uh, maybe not that. There we go. And you can set it to, different controls. Left click, right click, double click, disable, whatever. As well, you can come over here and you can grab functions and you can move them onto different aspects of the mouse. All right, so let's go through what the different side things are. On the left side, you have the mouse properties where you can set your CPI value all the way up to 3200, and CPI is clicks per inch, not clicks per inch, but counts per inch. How many counts the laser, uh, picks up pixels or something like that. It's probably a really technical thing that I don't really know a whole lot about. You can set your double click speed just by clicking on the bar where you want. I like to set things pretty fast myself because I'm a pro gamer. You know what I'm saying? Scroll speed, which is how fast your scroll wheel will work in and out, and your pointer speed. Like right now, you can see that I can zip the pointer around pretty good, but you can set it down really low and it will change. You have to remember, I'm not going to set it very low. You've got to remember that every time you change something, you've got to come over here and hit apply. If you set the pointer speed very low, it takes me a really long time just to move the mouse a very small distance. Um, X-axis and Y-axis sensitivity, maybe if you are, really, really pro, you might want to set these at different custom levels. I like to keep them at the same because it just makes sense to me to do that. At the bottom, you can mess with the illumination settings. Let me go ahead and close the mouse. We'll leave it open. You can change the illumination settings. You can make the mouse, if you notice the pulsating colors at the bottom of the mouse, you can change it to set it to whatever color you want. Like this profile, I wanted to set it to my paladin. I could set it to pink, like the color of the paladin, or you can just go through the whole color spectrum here and make it pulsate whatever color you want. As we mentioned before, it's got what is it? I think a 32 million color spectrum or something like that. It's really, really high, but you can basically pick any color that you want. You can also set the illumination to high, medium, low, or have it off if you don't want to show the illumination at all. And the pulse rate, which is, if you notice the mouse, it kind of came on and came off and came on and came off. You can set that to different speeds of fast, medium, low, or just have it off completely so that it'll stay constant. Over here on the right, this is where you do all of your button assignments. It's got a menu that gives basically, or not basically, but all of the in-game function commands. If you want to just assign a key instead of writing a macro or something, you can just simply grab one of these and drop it onto, you can see that little plus sign, whatever key function it is that you want it to do. Let's see, change CPI. If you want to change it quickly, uh, with one button setting. You can drag that over there on as well. And it's got an on-the-fly custom profile changer. So if maybe you have a PvP setting and a PvE setting for your mouse, you can quickly change your profiles if you want to assign that to a mouse button as well. And finally, you've got the custom macro section where we've been trying to set up shift, control, and alt. Now that's one of the problems that I've been having with this mouse is I can't figure out how to actually make it run shift, control, alt modifiers correctly. Now, what I have been able to do is run custom macros. What I do is I I do no delay. Um, and for some reason I can make it hit shift, but then it locks shift on. Like even if I let go of the button, it stays on. Like it keeps shift running until I hit another key and then shift will go off. Now I guess that could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. If you're using modifiers and you accidentally hit shift, then you're gonna have to basically use a function in order to make it go away. Um, that's something that I'm sure there's a way to set it. I have looked it up on the internet, and it seems to kind of be one of the problems with this mouse is that the shift control alt modifiers are not very easy to set up in this mouse. Maybe you could go into your custom settings and set one of the buttons to it. It does correspond to like mouse button 1 through 6 or 7, something like that. You could probably go into your personal settings, but the driver itself is not very intuitive when it comes to setting up shift control alt modifiers. But that's overall, I think the driver's pretty cool. It suits World of Warcraft very well, and I think you guys will like it if you can figure out how to. If you don't need the shift control alt modifiers, it's perfect. If you do need shift control alt modifiers, you might have to look at getting a third party a software or something like that, because I personally have, I feel, tried just about every way I could to set the shift control alt modifiers myself. All right, so that's the driver. I hope you guys like the little demonstration there, and that's it.
Okay guys, so that's the full driver explanation, and I hope you guys like the way we've kind of put things together. We're going to really standardize our reviews, so check back the Horde review. We're going to be laying out a full standard on the site. We're probably going to be giving away this MMO gaming mouse around Christmas time. So make sure that you're checking back the Horde review, make sure you're subscribed, because we're going to be giving it away to one of our subscribers here on YouTube, or one of our followers on Twitter, or friends, or subscribes on our Facebook. So make sure you're friending, liking, subscribing, Horde review the most you can, and leaving comments. We're also going to be, it's going to be someone who is definitely subscribed, and it's going to be a commenter. So make sure you're checking back as well. Right now, we're also giving away some other things on the site. Check those out, and yeah, overall, I like the mouse. I think this is definitely one of the best mice that you're going to get on the market right now. If you don't have a problem with it being completely World of Warcraft themed, this is a really great mouse. There are some competitive mice on the market, and this is definitely one of them. This is definitely a pro gamer mouse. The CPI, all the good manufacturing that you see from Steelseries is right here in this mouse. So if you like it, check it out. We've got a link down so you can get it off of Amazon down in the description, and that's it.